Well, good morning, everyone. I did say I would get started on time, and I'm a minute late. My apologies. I know you'll forgive me. How's everyone doing this morning? Welcome to our Thursday edition of Morning Motivator. Janet Legere here, and it is my honor to host these calls each Tuesday to Friday. And we're looking forward to sometime in September, maybe even the beginning of October, because we're going to be away for 2 weeks in September. I'm not sure if we want to start back up on the Monday ones while we're away, but we'll certainly consider that. We're going away in 2 weeks tomorrow, I believe. Yes. 2 weeks tomorrow, I think. I'm pretty sure it's in 2 weeks we go away. Oh my goodness. But you know what? That's perfectly okay that I have no concept of time. How about you guys? Is it perfectly okay? Do you think that's pretty cool when you don't really have a concept of time? I'm so involved on a minute-by-minute basis in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it that I sometimes lose track of time, as I have to keep reminding myself, oh, I have things to do, and when there's things that are scheduled and what have you, I really have to be conscious of time because I spend so much time just being where I am. It's awesome when you don't have a regular job, isn't it? I mean, I consider what I do here a regular job. It is my job. There's things I have to do here every day, and if I don't do them, the business doesn't grow. But the nice thing is I can do that anywhere. I can do that in Victoria. I can do it here. I can do it anywhere. I can do it in Ontario. I can do it in Mexico if I want. I can do it on the beach. That's why we've worked so hard to build our online business so that we can go wherever we want, and we're finally going to be taking advantage of that. I shouldn't say finally, we've done a lot of traveling, but we're actually going to move next year and spend some time on the coast. I don't see myself spending the rest of my life there unless all my children were to move out there, but I am looking forward to just spending some time in a different place and having different people, different experiences, something absolutely totally different than what we're really used to. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I love change. I know a lot of people don't like change. Hi, Trisha. Welcome. Great that you could make it today. I'm excited to see you. It's your first time here. So just for those that are new, I just want to remind you that the first half hour of our call we spend usually reading and discussing and studying. And right now we are reading Ask and It Is Given, Learning to Manifest Your Desires by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And these are the teachings of Abraham. And whether you buy into the idea of Abraham or not is really irrelevant in all this. Would you guys agree, those that have been here forever? Would you agree that you don't have to even believe in Abraham or any of that stuff? If you simply follow this to buy into the idea that your thoughts are creating things and you're getting the message, that's all that matters. Because your thoughts create everything in your life. What you think about is what you create. And I've been working very diligently to be thinking amazing things, to be getting my health where I want it to be, to getting everything where I want it to be, to changing our finances, to just changing my life. Because I can't change anyone else's, right? We talked about that yesterday, and that last chapter that we read, trying to hinder another's freedom is costs you your freedom, and we talked about, you have the book? Well, you must find it, Trisha, because we're just about finished the first half of the book. The second half of the book are all the processes that help you to really learn how your thoughts work, learn how your vibration works. We are on chapter 21 today. You're Claudia left, and Claudia Hubbard is Claudia right. I love that because, if you look at it the way your last names, you're the A, she's the H, so you would be on the left. That's really funny. Oh, you're the oldest. But alphabetically, Claudia Adcock comes first. All right, you are only 17 seconds away from 68 seconds to fulfillment. Those of you who've read the book with us before understand this concept, right? that all it takes is thinking a thought for 67 seconds before it will begin manifesting. This is a short chapter. We should be able to finish it. Page 109 if you're following along. With only a few seconds of focusing your attention on the subject, you activate the vibration of that subject within you. And immediately the law of attraction begins to respond to that activation. Now, the longer you keep your attention focused on something, the easier it becomes for you to continue to focus upon it, because you are attracting, through the law of attraction, other thoughts or vibrations that are the essence of the thought you begin with. Within 17 seconds of focusing on something, a matching vibration becomes activated. That's almost a little scary, isn't it? It almost makes you want to really be aware of what you're thinking, because 17 seconds is not a long time. And now as that focus becomes stronger and the vibration becomes clearer, the law of attraction will bring to you more thoughts that match. And at this point, the vibration will not have much attraction power. But if you maintain your focus longer, the power of the vibration will become further reaching. And if you manage to stay purely focused, and that's the key here, purely focused, on any thought for as little as 68 seconds, the vibration is powerful enough that its manifestation begins. Now, when we're talking about that, you really have to get the concept of this. We're talking about thinking a thought, thinking something that you really want, and feeling the feeling of that which you really want, meaning you've got your vibration in alignment with what you want, and holding that vibration for at least 68 seconds, which is like a minute and 8 seconds. In some cases, that can seem like an eternity, right? When you repeatedly return to a pure thought, maintaining it for at least 68 seconds in a short period of time, hours in some cases, a few days in others, that thought becomes a dominant thought. And once you achieve a dominant thought, you'll experience matching manifestations until you change it. I need to shut my window one moment. Just don't want those airplanes coming flying over, disturbing my call. All right, some things to remember. This is almost a little scary, isn't it? How do you guys feel about the fact that if you think about something for 68 seconds, and let's be very clear about this, it works the opposite way as well. Because sometimes we get on a thought that doesn't feel good. Sometimes we think about something that feels terrible, and we keep thinking about it, and all of a sudden we feel terrible about it. You can think a bad thought. And if you hold on to that bad thought enough, you're going to think other bad thoughts. Other thoughts will come to you, and all of a sudden you feel terrible. And all of a sudden everything goes wrong in your day. And we've all had those days, haven't we? Yes? So remember that the thoughts you think equal your point of attraction. Remember that you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. That's a big one. You get what you think about, whether you want it or not. So you better be cautious and conscious of what you're thinking about. Remember that as your vibration expands and becomes more powerful, it eventually becomes powerful enough for manifestation to occur. Your vibration, okay? You've got to think the thoughts long enough that you're vibrating in agreement with the thought. In other words, what you think and therefore feel, and what manifests in your experience is always a vibrational match. Deborah says, I now know to change anything bad to good right away. That's right, Deborah. And it's about recognizing I'm having a really bad thought right now. And how do you know about having a bad thought? Claudia says, think about losing weight, think about getting money. Instead of thinking about losing weight, Claudia, so I'm going to give you a real good tip here. You ready? Because this will change everything for you. So instead of thinking about losing weight, think about how good you feel. Think about how healthy you are. Think about that your body knows what it needs and it directs you where it wants to go. Because when you think about losing weight, your subconscious really gets a negative attitude about that. So instead, just think yourself healthy and wonderful, and that you feed thoughts to yourself that you eat foods that are good for you, and you process all the food that you eat. Let me tell you something, okay? If you get your thoughts thinking right about being fit, that chocolate bar you eat could be healthy for you. Sounds a little bit out there. We really got to have the right thoughts for that to work, but it really is true. Yep, and I'm wealthy. Now, when you're thinking about, so what you got to think about, Claudia, and this is a really good time to take a break here because I think this is important. I take it, Claudia, that you need to lose weight or want to lose weight. Am I right? Anybody here? I'm on the process of, I would like to lose 10 pounds. I'm not killing myself over it, but I would like to lose 10 pounds. And I know I simply need to think about being 10 pounds lighter. And then I need to follow what, I need to remind myself I want to be 10 pounds. All right, so you have a few health problems. You want to get healthy and lose some weight. You know that by losing weight, you're going to be healthier. It's a little stressful to lose weight. Okay, so I can recommend some things for you. Weight Watchers is my #1 recommendation. I don't get paid from Weight Watchers to recommend them, but it has been a lifesaver for me. I am a lifetime member at Weight Watchers. Don't get me wrong, we all know, anybody here who's ever dieted or had a weight issue, it's a constant thing. For me, it's a constant battle. Only I make sure now that I don't let the battle get out of control. I get back on Weight Watchers right away. I have it on my phone. I'll show you I have a Weight Watchers app. Coolest thing ever. Okay? So, okay, come on, bring me that's my tracker. Anyway, we can just go here. So here's my little tracker. It's on Weight Watchers. I don't know if you can really, there it is, kind of, sort of. All right, so there, it's tracking what I ate yesterday, tells me how many, I have 28 points a day. I think, or it's 26. I think it's 26. Yes, I have 26 points a day, and then I have weekly points that I can use. I think I have 48 or 46 weekly points that I can use. And so I track the food I'm eating. I track my activity. If you have activity, you get extra points. But what's cool is that all the food is here. So I can go here and I can search different foods. I can search restaurants. It's pretty exciting. But you know what? It may or may not work for you. It's all about finding something that's going to help you stay on track. And it all starts with thinking the thoughts that feel better. Well, saying I can't gain weight, Barbara, is really not a good thing to say. I keep a healthy weight all the time is a much better thing to say. Can you see that? Because when you say I can't gain weight, all that your subconscious is hearing is gain weight. Something to think about. Those little things make a huge difference, and it's in our discussing it and talking about it that we start to put those pieces together, because we don't even realize how much we are I don't want to say the word destroying ourselves, but taking ourselves down the wrong path, and we're not even aware of it. We think we're thinking the proper thoughts, and we're not. Our thoughts are a little backwards, and so we've really got to be conscious of how we're feeling. All right, because here's one. All right, your uncontrolled thoughts are not to be feared. Once the law of attraction is understood and accepted, which usually does not take long since there is not a shred of evidence anywhere in your environment to refute it. Agreed? What did you want me to say again, Barbara, about your thoughts? About controlling your thoughts? Because the thoughts you're thinking can take you down the wrong path. Sometimes we're not conscious of the thoughts we're thinking, so you have to be conscious of how you're feeling when you say that thought. You want to, rather than saying, I can't gain weight, I can't gain weight, I'm healthy, I can't gain weight. No matter what I do, I can't gain weight. Instead of saying, I can't gain weight, say, it's easy for me to maintain a healthy weight. It's really easy for me to maintain a healthy weight. I love food, and I eat in a healthy way. I eat foods that are good for me. I treat myself once in a while, but I know how to stay within my limits. And I'm a very healthy weight, and it's easy for me to maintain a healthy weight. Claudia, you can say the same thing. It's easy for me to maintain a healthy weight. If you go to bed every night saying it's easy for me to maintain a healthy weight, and you get up every morning and you think it's easy for me to maintain a healthy weight, in time you'll start maintaining a healthy weight, because your body will make different choices than you're making for it right now. And it really is about making different choices. It is about, just like we want to think consciously, we need to eat consciously. How many here find themselves eating and you don't even remember getting the food, or you sit down to dinner and before you know it, dinner's done? Good stuff. Your uncontrolled thoughts are not to be feared. Once the law of attraction is understood and accepted, which usually doesn't take long, since there's not a shred of evidence anywhere in your environment to refute it, many people become initially uncomfortable with their own thoughts. Once they understand the power of the law of attraction and they begin to examine the content of their own mind, they sometimes worry about the potential of what they may now be attracting through their uncontrolled thoughts. But there's no reason to worry about your thoughts, for they are not like a loaded gun that may wreak powerful and instantaneous destruction. For although the law of attraction is powerful, the basis of your experience is that of well-being. And even though your thoughts are magnetic and expand with your attention, you have plenty of time, as soon as you become aware of any negative feelings, to begin to choose other less resistant thoughts and thereby choose a more desired income. I'm going to touch on that in a minute, Claudia. I have some ideas for you. Remember, you can allow it or resist it in varying degrees, but the stream of well-being always flows. So even a small effort made toward choosing a better feeling thought will net you obvious results. And once you have taken that step and you do find that better feeling thought, you have given yourself the conscious freedom to go from wherever you are on any topic to anywhere you want to be. Once you deliberately choose a thought and consciously feel the improvement in the way you feel, you have successfully utilized your own guidance system, and you can now be on your way to the freedom that you desire and deserve, for there is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. Yes, right, it's Francis's birthday today. I wished her happy birthday on Skype. Claudia. Okay, I am always hungry. I'm always tired, really tired. So what I want you to start doing today, Claudia, from today forward, today's Thursday, we're going to meet again tomorrow. I can remind you tomorrow, then you're on your own till Tuesday. I want you, whenever you think of yourself saying, I'm hungry, saying, I've had enough to eat for now. Plan your meals so that you're eating many meals throughout the day. Don't just eat 3 meals. Have a good healthy breakfast, have a snack midday, have lunch. Have a good healthy lunch, have a snack midday, have a very light dinner, have a snack after dinner. Do not eat after 7 o'clock, and change the message you're telling yourself. So when you feel yourself saying, I'm hungry, I'm always hungry, I'm so tired, you want to start changing, saying, and I'm starting to feel better. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Because when you change the thoughts you think, Claudia, everything you do changes. Your actions will change, the ideas will change, everything changes. But you have to make the decision to change the thoughts. So you have to recognize that, oh, there I go, thinking those negative thoughts again, thinking about how hard this is. It's not as hard as I think it is. Janet says it's not hard. There you go. Okay, Claudia, Janet says it's not hard. So if Janet says it's not hard, it must be easy. It's easy to do this. And I know in time, it will get easy for me. I know I can do this. I have a lot of support. 4 days a week, I can come to Morning Motivator, and everybody there is going to make me feel really good, and I'm going to feel better, and I'm going to understand this, and I'm going to practice these thoughts. I'm going to change the way I think starting right now. Claudia, can I put you on the spot and ask you to make a commitment that you're going to work to change your thoughts starting right now about your eating. It's all I want you to focus on right now. I want you to focus on, number one, I want you to learn to love yourself just the way you are. And I want you to recognize that that beautiful, healthy, thin woman is there. And I want you to start seeing her. So when you shower in the morning, or whenever you have your shower, I want you to close your eyes as you're washing yourself. And I want you to picture a thinner you. I assume there's been a thinner you. A thinner, healthier you, Claudia? Have you been a thinner, healthier you? Because if you have, it's easy to recognize that, okay? So you've got that picture in your mind, and it might take a little bit of work, but if you do it every single day, as often as you can think about it, just close your eyes and picture that healthy body. Because I can tell you when I do that, when I go in the shower and I close my eyes and I breathe in, as I'm washing my hair, I breathe into my beautiful body, my beautiful young body. My body is not young anymore, but I see it as young and healthy. And that's the difference. The difference between, great quote. However, Lynn, I'm going to change it because the difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you think about. It's not what you do. It's what you think about, because what you think about dictates what you do. Do you agree? All right, so anybody here who's having any kind of weight challenges, weight issues, body issues, self issues, every day, I want you to start thinking, I have a beautiful body. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to just have your hands go from the top to the bottom on the outside, and I want you to picture yourself in that younger, fit body. And if you do that, if you just start picturing yourself, you're going to make better decisions when you eat. You'll start looking at food differently. Highly recommend you have a look at Weight Watchers, because I just find it the easiest thing to follow. I really do. It may not be for everyone. There's all kind of tools and resources to help you get fit, but at the end of the day, we need to get our mind thinking right. Would you agree with that, Claudia? Do you really understand that it's all about how you think about yourself, how you think about food, the relationship you have with food that is causing you to be the unhealthy weight that you are? And so if we can change our thinking and start thinking, I was healthy once, I can be healthy again. Janet said so. Okay, I'm sitting on your shoulders now, Claudia. Okay, I'm your coach. I'm sitting there, I'm going, Claudia, are you sure you want to eat that? Talk to your stomach. Am I really hungry, or am I just thinking I'm hungry? Is it just a habit? Do I really want to go? Janet says maybe I should think about that. Put me on your shoulder, Claudia. I welcome it. Tomorrow we're going to start chapter 22, and I do not believe we will get through it tomorrow. It may take us a few days because it's about our emotional guidance scale. So we're going to take a few days to talk about our emotional guidance scale. We'll get through that chapter next week. And then we're going to start playing some games. And that's going to be fun, isn't it? I think for our, well, you know what? I probably actually could start the chapter, but I think not. I think we're going to talk more about our thoughts, and I think we're going to talk more and help Claudia and all of you, because I bet everybody here at some level has issues about themselves. I mean, I don't know too many people who look in the mirror and think, man, I'm beautiful. Deborah says, I tell myself all day long, I love and accept myself just the way I am. Another good exercise is to go into the bathroom. These are all exercises, by the way, from Tools to Life. So get up in the morning or anytime when we're done this call, go in the bathroom, stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself. And I mean, really look at yourself in your eyes. And just say, I love you. I really love you. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. The first time it feels kind of weird. The more you do it, the easier it gets. And in time, you'll start to believe it. And that's the key, believing that you love yourself. And I think that's the first step that we have to get to, is learning to love ourselves. Because once we love ourselves, we can do everything. We can do anything. They can't do it because they don't try, Ruby. There's nothing people can't do unless they choose not to do it. So to say people can't do that is a lie. People choose not to do it. No, I can't do that. I choose not to do that. I can't do that. No, not for me. It's a matter of saying, yeah, I could do that. I choose not to do it. We really need to work on our language. Carl says, years ago, I had to say, like self first now. I love myself. Oh, you had to say you liked yourself. Yeah. Pardon me, I gotta take a drink. Life is good, isn't it? Thoughts are things. So number one, we need to become aware when we're thinking thoughts that are not serving us. And the best way to become aware is by how we feel. Usually at the end of Morning Motivator, we're all feeling pretty good. We do our meditations and we're feeling good. Claudia, are you noticing, Claudia H., are you noticing that after the meditation you're feeling pretty good? So your challenge is to hold on to that feeling and recognize when you don't feel it. Oh, I've lost that feeling. I better get myself back up there. Before it gets out of hand, because what happens is that feeling spirals down and gets out of control, and it's really hard to pick it back up again. If you can't love yourself, it's not possible for you to love others. You think you do, but it's a different kind of feeling. The feeling of love that you have for others when you absolutely love yourself, when you get all this, is different. It's non-judgmental. It is truly that unconditional love. Today is Thoughtful Thursday. I'm going to challenge all of you to really work on your thoughts. This is the power of gathering. It inspires us delightfully to be more hopeful, more joyful, more thoughtful, and in a word, more alive. So Claudia H., my wish is that you will continue to come to Morning Motivator, that you will commit to changing your life by simply working to change your thoughts. Doesn't that sound a lot easier than dieting and having I got to change the way I eat and I got to exercise more? I mean, the secret to losing weight is to eat less, move more. But I have found that as I take time to change my thoughts, everything around me changes. I change the decisions I make about my food, and if I eat food that's not good for me, I know I'm eating it. I know it's okay. I don't beat myself up over it. In fact, I don't beat myself up over much of anything anymore. I have a pretty amazing life. In my heart, I feel full. And that is the secret to a good life. Do I have a gathering meditation? No, I don't. Call right now. We have our 7 meditations. I don't seem to be able to upload videos or do anything with my videos at this point, so I'm really not sure. I'm going to have to put in a support ticket with GBO and ask what's going on. It was working fine. I might have to get them to take me back. But I thought since Claudia and many of you here, probably everybody here, has some kind of a weight issue, Claudia definitely does. She'd like her health to be better. I'm going to choose our physical well-being today. Sound good? So Claudia, this is for you and everyone here because we all have some kind of physical issues. None of us are 20, and as we age, if we haven't taken perfect care of our bodies, and even if we have, they creak and grow. So we're going to do some physical well-being. Remember, you're going to sit back. This is a 15-minute guided meditation. With the Abraham-Hicks meditations, there's a different beat to your breathing. So you're going to inhale to 3 beats. You're going to exhale to 5. That's what you want to practice, okay? Practice the breathing. Everything else will come. Let the words that Esther says flow through you, and every once in a while she'll remind you to breathe in and to breathe out, and we'll meet you back here in 15 minutes. Close your eyes, relax, get comfortable, and enjoy. Let me get this video up here. I'll get the link. There we go. See you back here in 15 minutes.
It is nice to have an opportunity to visit with you for the purpose of tuning to your natural rhythm of well-being. Breathe in, breathe out. Your intelligent body is comprised of trillions of cells, seeking and finding alignment and balance at all times. Breathe in, breathe out. There is no greater advantage that you could offer to your body than this gentle releasing of resistance right now. Your natural state is one of absolute well-being, and in the absence of resistance, your physical body must thrive. Breathe in, breathe out. By deliberately focusing upon good-feeling thoughts, you allow your physical cells to return to their natural balance. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing deeply is the key, softly hearing our words and allowing gentle alignment with the energy of your source. Breathe in, breathe out. The cells of your body are guided by Source and have the ability to find their balance no matter what, every time. You will not only find recovery from unwanted conditions, but a steady maintaining of well-being will ensue. Breathe in, breathe out. As you listen and breathe and release and relax, the maintaining of a good-feeling body will come easily. Breathe in, breathe out. Even unwanted conditions that have been with you for a while will gradually diminish until they no longer exist. Breathe in, breathe out. By releasing resistance a little more every day, you will feel the power that creates worlds flowing through you. Just breathing and listening, not to make something happen, but for the pleasure and comfort of alignment. Breathe in, breathe out. Your physical body will respond very quickly to the absence of resistance that you are feeling now while you breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. There is no physical body, no matter what the condition, that cannot return to its natural state of well-being. Breathe in, Breathe out. These words that you are hearing are not about your body, but about your allowing and your alignment of Source. Your body is a reflection of the balance of your thought, and this release of resistance will produce positive change. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beginning with the cells of your physical body, physical improvement will sweep through you at every level. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are a vibrational being with non-physical roots, and your body is an extension of that non-physical source. Breathe in. Breathe out. We offer these words so as you listen and breathe, you will tune to your frequency of natural well-being. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you take the time to find vibrational balance, your physical well-being will be easy to maintain. Breathe in. Breathe out. From your place of alignment, beneficial behavior will be inspired, and wonderful things will unfold with great ease. Breathe in. Breathe out. The more ease you feel, the less resistance you hold, and the more the cells of your body can find their balance. Breathe in. Breathe out. This process of breathing and allowing makes it possible to get from wherever you are to wherever you desire. As you breathe and release resistance, you tune your vibrational frequency to that of your source and to personal thriving. Breathe in. Breathe out. It is natural for you to feel good and for you to be well and for you to experience perfect bodily conditions. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are becoming a vibrational match to well-being, and your body will show you the evidence of that. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you listen and breathe, with every day that passes, your alignment with well-being will become stronger. As you acknowledge these words in an atmosphere of no resistance, you will fuel clarity and vitality and well-being. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your body responds primarily to the content of your thoughts. And right here, right now, your body is benefiting. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your life is supposed to feel good to you, and you are meant to feel happiness in your life, and you are meant to satisfy your dreams. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are doing extremely well. Physical well-being is flowing to you. Relax and enjoy the unfolding. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel appreciation for what is, and eagerness for what is coming. There is great love here for you. Breathe in. For the next few minutes, letting the music guide you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Feels good, doesn't it? Very breathtaking. And it's really about getting your breathing. Breathing is an amazing thing. Breathing is your connection to source. Without it, you are source. There's nothing to stress over. I just want to comment, Carl, that the meditations are amazing. They are, and I love that Gary says it puts you in a relaxed state without sapping you of energy. It's quite the opposite. It actually gives you energy. You feel more alive, totally alive. You feel totally alive. Lynn says physical well-being determines your overall feeling of wellness. I'm going to flip that around, Lynn. I think your overall feeling of wellness determines your physical well-being. How do you feel? What do you think about? Is your body healthy? Are you in pain? Do you have illness? I have aches and pains in my body. My back is, I have a little bit of Bennett back. My back was not good after the wedding. I have a thing. My cousin fell on me when I was younger, well, just before I met Dawn, actually, and so I've had this back issue for a long time, but it hasn't bothered me. It went to a really bad state for about 3.5 years, and miraculously got better, and it has been better ever since. I know how to keep it well, and I think a lot about my healthy back. I love this affirmation. I declare peace and harmony within me and around me. When I feel better inside, I feel better outside. And if I'm not feeling good outside, I take the time to breathe. Link for what, Tricia? What would you like to share with your family and friends? The link to the meditation? The next time we bring the meditations, I'll have to go get it for you here, and I can do that. When the meditation is on, there is, I had put it in the chat before, on the right-hand side on the YouTube link, if you click the YouTube button, it actually opens it in the new window for you. Let's come back to this, to our affirmation. That's weird. Today's affirmation: I declare peace and harmony within me and around me. I think this is especially important for you, Claudia H. Because the minute you decide that you are in harmony and that you're good where you are right now, and that you recognize that from here, right now, I can go this way. I can go in a different direction. And go wherever I want. I believe that everyone here believes that we can go wherever we want. Well, but we rarely feel good on the outside unless we feel good on the inside. If you're not feeling good on the outside, it's a good indication you got thoughts going on the inside that aren't serving you. How you feel physically, emotionally, is an indicator of what you're thinking. And you can think yourself well. It doesn't matter where you are on the unwellness scale. You can think yourself well. I believe that 100%. I declare peace and harmony within me and around me. It takes practice to feel good. For those of you who did meditate with us in the guided meditation, when it was done, you felt better. Yes? Carl, I know you weren't quite meditating because you were chatting in chat, which is fine. The true benefit of the meditation is when you allow yourself to be in the meditation, whether your eyes are closed or open. It's about breathing and listening to the words that Esther has, just letting it flow through you and ignoring everything else. Breathing and letting the words flow through you and ignoring everything else. You always have the ability to think yourself healthy. You can think yourself ill as well. Maybe you'll pick up a cold, you pick up a virus, and you start thinking about it, and then all of a sudden you're really sick. You can think yourself well. It takes practice and a really deep-seated belief. It's one thing to say, yes, I believe that. It's another to truly practice it. Right? We've covered a lot in these 21 chapters. Ask and it is given. What are the three steps? Let's see if you guys remember. We'll have a little test. What are the 3 steps to manifesting anything you want in your life? Step 1. Trisha, you're off the hook with this one because you're new here, so we'll let you off the hook. Anyone else who's new is off the hook. Claudia Hubbard, you're off the hook. What is step 1 to manifest anything you want in your life? Step 1. Hey, Margaret's been paying attention. Ask, 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 ask. Step 2. Step 1 is your job. Step 2? Nope. It's not to think. Step 2? Nope. Step 1 is to ask. Step 2? Nope. Step 2 is not your job. Nope. Step 2, the universe answers. Claudia should have known this one. Step 2, the universe answers. It's not your job. The universe answers every time you ask. Every time. Step 3. Step 3. But there we go. Allow. It's your job. No. You have to allow it in. You got to let it in. You have to receive it. You have to open yourself up to receive it. Ask. Universe answers. You need to allow. And allowing is the biggest hurdle most of you face. It's why we meet here 4 days a week. It's why we talk about doing a 15-minute meditation every day, whichever one you do. Anything that you find enjoyable, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it every day. That every day you do some meditation, however that is for you. Whether you use a guided meditation, whether you do your own sitting quiet. I do a lot of my meditation in the shower. That's a big one for me. Ask, the universe answers. Your job is to let it in. Allow. Let it in. Recognize right now that there are some areas in your life where you're not letting it in. You can never have too much meditation, no. Some people meditate for hours. It's not my thing. I don't feel the need for it. I do a lot of meditation throughout the day in little spits and spurts. That's my meditation. It's when I'm places I really appreciate nature. It's been a little hard to appreciate nature lately. We're really having some challenges with smoke here. And I'm hoping that's going to clear up. The weather is not showing us the smoke issues that it was showing us. But there's lots of smoke hanging in the air. Breathing in and appreciating nature, looking at nature with a truly different point of view. A fellow that was working across the street has been working there all week doing some landscaping, was over chatting with us yesterday. We were outside with Bennett, and he was talking about our big tree out front and how best to prune it and where to prune it. And now we know what kind of tree it is. Lived here for 14 years. It's a Mayday tree. Had no idea. You have a huge garden outside your glass tower. How awesome. So you can always look out and take in nature. And it's one of the things that we really should be doing every day. Every day. Every day we can ask the universe for these things. Bring me ideas. Help me rendezvous with other like-minded people. Just ask the universe. Help me be aware of my power. Claudia H., these are important for you. Guide me to thoughts that are in harmony with my core desires. bring the evidence of how all this works in comfortable, humorous, and delicious ways. And oh, they do come often, often. And I do see in a big way how I feel dictates what I experience in my life. So today I want to remind you that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, and no matter who you do it with, make sure that it's your dominant intent to look for things that feel good. So Claudia H., I'm going to put you on a mission. Today I want you to look about the world all day. I want you to be in the present moment. Because let's face it, the next 24 hours isn't going to change your life a great deal, is it? So if you play along with this game for 24 hours, it's not going to make a difference of what's happening in your life right now, so why not do it? So until you come back tomorrow, as much as you can, I want you to think about what an amazing day this is. I want you to go about your day and find everything that's amazing, even the littlest things. I want you to look. I have a dish of rocks on my desk that are all heart-shaped rocks, and they're in all sizes. This was the first one I'd found. It was on our trip, one of our first trips out to Victoria when we went to up island to the rainforest. And that was one of the rocks that I found, and as you can see, it's a perfect little heart shape. And from that moment on, I said, I'm going to start looking for heart-shaped rocks, and now I have a whole collection of them. Whenever I go places, I look for heart-shaped rocks. It's amazing. So whatever, I mean, I look around my room. Everywhere I am, I feel good. Yesterday, we talked about an exercise of putting little stickers all up around your house, making sure every room of your house has something that makes you feel good. Today, I want you to do that. Go around your house and make sure that every single room of the house has something in it that makes you feel good, that when you look at it, you have a good thought. Go around your house, everywhere you go, and put something that says, I love that. That makes me feel good. And if you can't think of anything, I have a whole, where'd they go? There they are. I have a whole list of stickers here, you know. There you go. If you're just not sure, just put a sticker up that says, Janet says I need to smile, and that'll do it for you. Put the notes up. Put them up. Put them up. I have one more thing I want to find here, and it's just the 4 things we need to do every day. I'm going to find it. I know I have. There it is. Okay, the 4 things, if you really want to change your life, these are the 4 things you need to do every day. Meditate for 15 minutes. That's why we do our guided meditations. So whether you do a guided meditation or you're just meditating on your own, 15 minutes is a good amount of time. You can do it longer, you can do it less. 15 minutes is a good amount of time. Go outside and appreciate it all. It doesn't matter what the weather is. Okay? Rain, snow, doesn't matter. Go outside and enjoy the day. Appreciate it. Give thanks for it. If it's raining, be grateful. It's just the earth doing its thing. Write in your book of positive aspects, your gratitude journal. We should be grateful every day. You have a lot to be grateful for. Yes? Would you all agree you have a lot to be grateful for? It's watering your garden. You don't have to do it. Isn't that nice? Acknowledge the universal forces supporting your positive attention. Just say thank you to the universe. Thank you. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for allowing me to experience everything I'm experiencing. Thank you. 4 things. Remember them. Write them down. Do them. Let's meet back here tomorrow. We'll get into chapter 22. We'll see if we can't get started on it. If you don't have the book, get the book. Ask, and it is given. Learning to manifest your desires. You can get it on Amazon for a pretty good price usually. I encourage you to get a hard copy, a copy you can hold in your hands. I think it's important. We'll see you guys here tomorrow, bright and early, 8 o'clock. We will start on time. We will have a great call for Friday. I love Fridays. How about you guys? I'm going to be glad when these rooms are working the way I want them to work and I can put new videos up. But for today, let's listen to the rain as it's raining for Claudia. And the rain can be very beautiful. So just relax, do a little breathing, some self-introspection today. Know that you are loved. I love you guys. You inspire me more than you will ever know. And I thank you for helping me make every day a better day. Talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you all.